when the chord broke. When your mom dies, it ain't just a loss, it's a world ending. It's a chord snapping for the second time in your life. First at birth, and then again as a grown man. When you realize she ain't coming back. This is that story. I weren't built for goodbye, not this kind. Not the slow fade, the woman who shaped my mind. Cancer crept in like a thief that knew her name. Took her breath piece by piece, never felt any shame. Yeah. Family breaking up while she was breaking down. Laughter in the house turns into an echo. I couldn't watch her go, too fragile inside, too scared of the moment and her soul would glide somewhere I couldn't follow. Not with this skin, not with the guilt I kept folding within. I felt the cord snap, the deep inner string, the one who held me to the woman who made me a being. And bruh, the pain wasn't sharp, it was final, like the world itself signed her own survival. I lost my creator, my first home, and from that moment on I walked this earth alone. When the cord broke, my whole sky fell. Lost my guide, my root, my shell. I tried to stand but spirit shook. Life changed forever when the cord took the last piece of her from me. Yeah, yeah. When the cord broke, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't ready to see, yeah, yeah. Oh. Simbi went first, my sister, my twin in the dark. Left this world too soon, left too deep a mark. 1 year later, my friend Ninny followed the flame. Another funeral suit, another whispered name between them both. My uncle's shadow moved like smoke. My dad's best friend, another tie that broke. 3 deaths in a row, bruv, it twisted my core. I was drowning in grief with no air anymore. I kept asking God why the people I loved were leaving Earth early, while I stayed shoved in a world with no color, no anchor, no trust. Just memories turning my bones into dust. And while they died back to back, I fell inward deep into shadows so sharp they cut through my sleep. But they're lost, they're leaving, lit a spark in my chest, the beginning of the awakening I never confessed. You don't understand pain until you're holding 3 ghosts in the same year. Until the world takes everyone who made you feel real and leaves you with yourself. That's when awakening starts, not in temples, but in heartbreak. I was ready to watch her eyes dim slowly. We weren't strong enough to sit in the front row. Death ain't peaceful, it's a mirror with teeth that shows you the man hiding underneath. And when she passed, the world didn't pause, it cracked. Every fear I carried hit me right back. I felt the first loneliness a human can feel. Not the type you escape, but the type that's real. But somehow, out of the ashes of that hellish year, I learned clarity, I learned fear. I learned that the soul grows through the breaks in the heart. And every person I lost became a part of the fire that woke me up from sleep. Turned a broken boy into a man who feels deep. Simbi, Beanie, Mom. I'm still walking, still rising, still learning how to breathe in a world without you. Didn't die, I awakened. thought the world was sweeter than it ever was. Life grows deep when you're not looking. Still we move. When I was young, I used to think life was bigger, full of meaning in the small things. Thought family was forever, unbreakable as walls, till my mother crossed over and my whole world stalled. Love felt simple then pure without form, but life sends lessons through the coldest storms. Every version of forever they tried to enforce, it was a mold I could never fit, just another false course.
Back in the day when I was young, I thought life would rise like the sun, but growing shows you shadows too, and every bright truth with a darker hue.
Still I rise, still I carry on,
still I search for where I belong. Back in my youth, but I'm still finding my light, still holding on.
Back in the day I used to dream life divine, thought blessings came easy, no mountain to climb. But now I see death still roaming the land, undivine spirits with greed in their hands. A lost world drifting, no anchor, no guide. Religions wearing crowns, truth should never abide. Innocence fading as the headlines run. Kids are slipping through cracks while the world keeps having fun. Still, there's beauty in the breath that remains, strength in the wounds, wisdom in the pain. And even when the world feels broken and done, my heart keeps beating, reaching for the sun.
Back in the day when I was young, I thought life would rise like the sun, but growing shows you shadows too, and every bright truth is a darker hue.
Still I rise, still I carry on,
still I search for where I belong.
Back in my youth,
but I'm still finding my light, still holding on. Maybe life ain't heaven or hell, just a long road learning to know yourself. And every soul we lose turns into a light, shining from the corners of the endless night. Keep going, yeah. Back when I was young, I thought the world was mine, but truth grows slow, and light takes time. Still I rise, still I rise, still I rise, still I
Yeah. Life doesn't hand you strength, it squeezes it out of you. This world made me, but I'm still shaping myself. I walk roads that never loved me back. Cold winds whisper doubts through every crack. People saw the harm and never knew the ache. Didn't see the nights I prayed my heart wouldn't break. Every dawn felt heavy like a load I had to lift, but I learned to turn the struggle into my own gift. Kept moving through storms I never chose to chase, trying to find daylight in the dark and soulless place. Strength is what survives when the world hits you. Feels like this world made me turn a young heart into steel so bravely. Yeah. I stood tall even when I shake, 'cause a man finds power in every break. Yeah, this world made me, but it won't unmake me, won't unshape, won't ever trade me. I've seen friends fall for a little bit of peace, trading dreams just to get the pressure to cease. I walk solo 'cause my shadow spoke loud, trying to keep my soul steady in a restless crowd. But every setback sharpened the fire in my eyes. Every closed door taught me how to rise. Pain ain't poison when you learn it's cold. It becomes a compass for a heavy load. And I know I ain't perfect, far from divine, but every fall I took pushed me back in line. And if they judge my story, let them talk their talk. They weren't there the nights I had no one to walk. Still I'm here, still breathing, still whole, still carrying thunder in the cracks of my soul. Feels like this world made me, yeah, yeah. Turned a young heart into steel so bravely, yeah, yeah. I stand strong even when I shake, 'cause a man finds truth in every break. Yeah, this world made me, but it won't unmake me, won't unshape me, won't ever break me. Yeah.
Everyone's got a line you don't cross. Mine was simple. Don't talk about my mom.
I was calm till he opened his mouth too wide. Throwing slurs at my mom like he had some pride. Man couldn't hold his drink or his hate. Spat venom at her skin like that made him great. Every memory of school came back in a flash. All the years of being split down the middle like trash. Too white for the man and too black for the rest. Tried blending in but they made me take the test. And that day, bruv, the world went red. My heart sank low but my anger sped. Didn't feel my fist, didn't hear my breath. Felt like my soul stepped back and watched death. I wasn't trying to kill him, I was killing the past. All the ghosts of the boys who hit first and laughed. Every insult aimed at her cut deeper than skin. So I fought the whole world in his body. Don't talk about my mom. That's the line that flips the drum. You don't know where my pain comes from, or the storms I had to outrun. Don't talk about my mom. You wake the fire, I walk among. I ain't evil, I'm just done with the hate I grew up on.
Thing about rage, it doesn't ask permission. It doesn't care who you're meant to be. It just grabs the wheel and prays you notice before you crash. Yeah.
Next thing I knew, he was flat on the ground and the whole block froze. No one made a sound. His boy stepped back, cause they felt the vibe. Saw the look in my eyes and knew they wouldn't survive. My hands were trembling like they belonged to someone else. That moment you realize you almost lost yourself. Blood on my knuckles, breath running wild. I want a monster, just a wounded child. And guilt hit heavy when the anger cooled. Brother adrenaline makes the bravest look cruel. I walked away shaking, heart split in half, thinking about how close I came, that's the aftermath. But that day made me grow up fast and clear. Showed me what happens when you don't face fear. And I swore from then on never to lose control, never let a rage dig a grave in my soul. Don't talk about my mom, that's the line that flips the drum. You don't know where my pain comes from, or the storms I had to outrun. Don't talk about my mom, you wake the fire, I walk among. I ain't evil, I'm just done with the hate I grew up on. Yeah, some fights come from the heart, some from the hurt, and some from the history people don't see. I survived the moment, but I didn't let it define me.